There is an invisible language that people speak, one that goes beyond words. Every movement, every hesitation, every shift in tone reveals something deeper, something unspoken. We all long to understand the hidden truths within ourselves and others, but few ever take the time to explore the questions that unlock these secrets. If you've ever felt like people confuse you, if you've ever been blindsided by someone's true nature, then it's time to learn how to read people, not just in their words, but in their actions, their energy, and the unspoken messages they send. But before you can master reading others, you must first learn to read yourself. Who are you beneath the masks you wear? What drives your choices, your fears, and your instincts? The key to unlocking the secrets of human nature begins with 3 powerful, eye-opening questions. These questions will reveal not only your own hidden self, but also the truth about the people around you. Once you answer them honestly, you will never see the world the same way again. The first question is this: what do I fear most and how does it control me? Fear is a silent force that shapes our lives, often without us realizing it. It dictates the relationships we accept, the opportunities we avoid, and the way we interpret the actions of others. When you understand your deepest fears, you begin to see how they color your perception of people. Maybe you fear abandonment, so you overlook red flags in relationships. Maybe you fear failure, so you misinterpret confidence in others as arrogance. The way you see people is often a reflection of your own inner battles. Until you acknowledge your fears, you will always misread the intentions and motivations of those around you. Fear distorts reality, making us blind to truth. But when you face your fear head-on, you gain clarity. Not just about yourself, but about the people in your life. Once you begin to uncover your deepest fears, you will notice patterns in how you interpret the actions of others. Fear is like a filter, distorting the way you see people. If you have been betrayed before, you may struggle to trust others, even when they have done nothing wrong. If you fear rejection, you may assume that people are avoiding you, when in reality, they are simply busy or distracted. Understanding your own fears helps you separate reality from assumption. It allows you to see people clearly, without the lens of past wounds. Take a moment and ask yourself, what is the fear that controls me the most? Is it the fear of failure? The fear of not being loved? The fear of being alone? Whatever it is, recognize how it shapes your decisions. Fear is not inherently bad. It exists to protect you. But when fear goes unchecked, it can control you in ways you don't even realize. It can make you misjudge people, overreact, or avoid necessary confrontation. When you are aware of your fears, you gain power over them. You begin to see situations for what they truly are, rather than what your fear makes them out to be. The second question you must ask yourself is, what do I desire most, and what am I willing to do to get it? Your desires reveal who you truly are beneath societal expectations and conditioning. Many people live their lives chasing things they don't even truly want, seeking approval, status, or validation because they were taught that those things equate to success. But when you strip away external influences, what is it that truly drives you? Is it connection, freedom, creativity, power? When you understand your core desires, you begin to understand why you are drawn to certain people and repelled by others. Desire is the force that pulls you toward certain relationships, careers, and life paths. It shapes your attraction to people and influences the way you interpret their actions. If you desire security above all else, you may find yourself attracted to stable, predictable people. If you crave adventure, you might gravitate toward those who seem bold and spontaneous. But here's the key. When you are not aware of your deepest desires, you can be manipulated by them. People who understand human nature can read what you want and they can use it to their advantage. This is why it's crucial to ask yourself, what do I truly desire? Because if you don't know, someone else will decide for you. The people who are hardest to read are those who have mastered their own desires. They are not easily swayed by manipulation because they understand what they want and why. They are clear on their motivations, which makes them difficult to deceive. If you want to read people accurately, start by reading yourself. What do you chase in life, and how does it shape your relationships? Are you willing to compromise your boundaries for love? Do you overlook red flags because you crave belonging? Once you recognize your desires, you begin to see how they have guided your decisions, both good and bad. And more importantly, you start to see how other people's desires shape their actions, allowing you to read them with clarity. The final question is the most challenging. What truth about myself have I been avoiding? This question is the key to everything. Most people live in some form of denial, avoiding the truths that make them uncomfortable. Maybe it's the truth about a toxic relationship, the truth about bad habits, or the truth about unhealed wounds. But here's the reality. The more you avoid the truth, the harder it becomes to see people clearly. Denial clouds judgment. It makes you project your own hidden struggles onto others, making it impossible to read them accurately. Facing the truth about yourself is painful, but it is also the most liberating thing you can do. The moment you stop avoiding your own weaknesses, you gain the ability to see others' weaknesses without judgment. The moment you acknowledge your flaws, you stop being blindsided by other people's. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. It allows you to read people not through assumptions or past wounds, but through clarity and understanding. When you avoid the truth about yourself, you make excuses for other people's bad behavior. You justify being mistreated because admitting the truth would require change. But when you stop running from the truth, you gain the power to make better decisions. You no longer get fooled by empty words or manipulative tactics. You can sense authenticity because you yourself are living authentically. And that is the greatest power of all, seeing the world as it truly is, without illusion. Reading people is not about analyzing micro-expressions or decoding body language tricks. It is about understanding human nature, starting with yourself. The 3 questions we explored are not just about self-discovery. They are about unlocking your ability to see others with clarity. When you understand your fears, you recognize how fear drives people's actions. When you understand your desires, you see how people are shaped by what they seek. And when you stop avoiding your own truth, you see the truth in others effortlessly. Once you master these questions, you will never be easily deceived again. You will see through manipulation, lies, and false promises. You will recognize sincerity and authenticity with ease. The world becomes clearer when you are clear within yourself. No longer will you wonder, why did they do that? Or what did they mean by that? Because you will already know. You will have the power to read people in plain sight, not through tricks or tactics, but through deep, intuitive understanding. This journey is not an easy one. It requires courage to face your own fears, honesty to confront your desires, and strength to acknowledge the truths you've been avoiding. But once you do, the rewards are life-changing. You will not only understand others, you will understand yourself in a way that few ever do. And in that understanding, you will find freedom, confidence, and clarity. So I leave you with this challenge. Ask yourself these 3 questions, not just once, but often. Let them guide you in moments of uncertainty. Let them reveal the hidden parts of yourself that are waiting to be discovered. Because the more you know yourself, the more you will know the world around you. And that is the ultimate key to unlocking the secrets of reading people in plain sight.